If we sit down, we just watch. They will cut off all the penises of all the guys. Now they can't
Yeah,
produce
they'll all
sperm.
become sterile.
They'll remove all the uteruses. They can't
Give
get
birth.
pregnant. And you know because if you want to make money, create a problem and then provide a solution. Because now the solution they'll give is if you want to have a baby, don't worry. We have a sperm bank and we have what do you call it? In vitro or ex vivo womb, which we have in the hospital. We put an egg, we put sperm
Sperm
together, and
together.
we keep it in the hospital for you. After 9 months, you come for the baby.
I'm increasingly ashamed to be a clinical psychologist given the utter cowardice, spinelessness, and apathy that characterizes many colleagues, and even more so my professional associations. At least in 20 years, when we all come to regret this terrible social experiment, I may be able to say, I said no when they all came to insist that we participate in the sacrifice of our children. Other countries and Britain.
So if you look at this in years to come, you look back at this, and then those people ahead are like, these guys were really out of their minds. Because right now we're talking about the people who did the human sacrifice back in the day. That these people are really stupid.
Yes.
Think about years to come when we
Like,
look back.
how are they just
How are they
sacrificing
just
their
cutting?
kids
Yes.
just like
How are
that?
they just cutting children's breasts and then removing children's penises? Years to come, when they look back on our age,
They will think we are also insane,
they will also say these guys are really stupid. Do you understand? Because we are saying that those who believed in the gods and the gods that guided them through seasons, and they believe the gods guided them only through human sacrifice. Today we are saying they are wrong and they are out of their minds. What do you think people ahead are going to say about us? Only God help us.
In particular, must not make the same mistakes as in the US and elsewhere. I cannot consent to what we are doing. I cannot abide by what have become the doctrines of my discipline. I believe that the acts of the medical professional rushing to disfigure, sterilize, and harm young people with what are clearly ill-advised, dangerous, and experimental procedures cross the line from do no harm to outright harm. Only if we bury our heads in the sand will sterility, impaired or absent sexual function, complex reactions to poorly understood hormones, expense, and intermingled with all of that, misery and confusion continue for countless young people. We must address the threat posed to the integrity of the entire education system as well as.
So before he goes to the education system, if we sit down, we just watch. They will cut off all the penises of all the guys. Now they can't.
Yeah, they'll
sperm.
all become sterile.
They'll remove all the uteruses. They can't get
birth.
pregnant. And you know because if you want to make money, create a problem and then provide a solution. Because now the solution they'll give is if you want to have a baby, don't worry. We have a sperm bank and we have what do you call it? In vitro or ex vivo womb, which we have in the hospital. We put an egg, we put sperm together, and we keep it in the hospital for you. After 9 months, you come for the baby. And that's what money, complications. Think about the complications from something like that. Money, complications, because they are the ones that will be getting the money. And all the complications, and then the drugs.
Yeah.
The drugs you have to take.
Because they have to take them every time.
Who is making the money? Who is profiting from it? Is it the person who got their penis cut off or the one who actually cut off the penis? That's me. I'm not surprised that some people are saying, okay, they have to train themselves. Get a chance. They are training themselves, for how to do it, because there's a lot of money. By 2026, to be a $200 billion industry. So if you can get some of that money, you enjoy. And this is now going to affect our education system, because a kid, 13 years old, the teacher can give the kid. Do you know that the teacher can give the kid pills and not tell the parent, and it's legal?
Indoctrination into the same philosophy that spawned this surgical enterprise and the APA guidelines grows. It threatens general public trust that our peace and prosperity depends upon. And, by the way, it will most definitely be the case that a disproportionate number of children freed from their hypothetical gender confusion would have grown up to be physically intact and fully functional gay adults. Need I point out that this unpalatable fact makes a mockery of any claim that the extended alphabet world of the LGBTQ plus coterie in any sense constitutes a homogeneous and unified community. We have crossed the line from ideological possession.
You see? So you people are saying you are one, you are together, right? However, individuals that, as kids, a guy who is a small kid says, sometimes I feel feminine, sometimes I feel masculine, I don't understand what's going on. Somebody like that might grow up and become gay. There's a lady, sometimes I feel feminine, sometimes I feel masculine, all these things. Somebody like that might grow up and become lesbian, right? However, now you're telling these people, no, let us cut off your penis and make you a female. And after that, for the rest of your life, we give you what? Hormones. Anyway, if you have complications for the surgery, come back. We do revision surgery. Also, if you need us to increase your breast size for you, come. We increase for you. Also, because the moment they stop the pills, the changes start to revert.
Yeah.
What does that tell you?
It's not permanent. It's not permanent.
You people
Meaning
think-
you'll keep
you
on
people-
going back.
You people think God God created the world with just one eye, eh?
It's not a permanent change. It's something that you have to keep on doing. Once you stop, it's like you go back. You know?
I'm really sad.
Cause 90, you go back. So you come again, you start taking the drugs. And okay, since sometimes I feel female, sometimes I feel male, I go, I change. Now I'm male.
Yes.
What
the
if
day you
now
feel
the day
female,
I feel female,
what will happen
now I
then?
have to go back and say no.
Another surgery.
I feel like no, my
Put
female
my
body
breast
was
back.
better than
Yes.
my
my male body. So put my
So
breast back.
put my breast back. Then I go and sit down and I'm like, no. So how many surgeries can one body take?
Most of these people, some of them, they regret, but they can't say anything about it because
Because like
already
okay,
taken a
like we've
stand.
already
and
done
human
it.
beings, we are proud. We hate to admit we were wrong.
To active malevolence, and we are multiplying our sin. There's an intersection for you by attributing our appalling actions to compassion. Heaven help us. Truly.
God did not create the world with one eye. I will always say that thing. God knows exactly what he was doing when he created the world. Do you understand?
I actually agree with everything he said. Yeah,
God help us.
it's the truth, and it's very sad that children, that's people under 18 are allowed to make these big choices in their lives,
13 years old.
you know, which they might, you know, come later on and then they regret of all the things, because kids, once you let a kid to make their own choices, they will think like, today, what do I feel today? They're not thinking about the future. They just
Or my best friend, who is a guy, said he feels female. And so he went and got gender reassignment surgery. And I fear that if I don't become female with him, he's going to
he's
leave me
going to
behind
leave
as a
me.
friend.
Yeah, then
And
I'm
simply
I'm going
because I want
be-
to be with my friend, I also go for gender reassignment surgery. Like in the series I'm watching called Breeders, the guy has a family, his kid, a girl, very smart, right? And her best friend is not that bright. And they wrote a mock exam before the main exam. And this exam determines which middle school you're going to go to. Or is it high school you're going to go to? When they wrote the mock exam, the girl got 90 something and her friend got 50 or 40, and the pass mark is 60. This girl decided, well, I'm going to intentionally fail the main exam so that when my friend also doesn't do well, we both go to the same bad school. Her friend now decided I have to study well for myself and get into a good school. When the final results came out, her friend had passed and she had failed. And the father was angry at her, and the mother was like, no, I understand what she tried to do. You have to have some compassion. What do you think about that? Your kid intentionally fails her exam simply because she wants to go to the same school as her best friend.
I feel as I was a kid, that's how I was thinking.
So tell me that your kid will not intentionally
That's
go
how I
that,
was
please take
thinking.
off my penis,
You know?
because they are afraid that their friend is going to become a female and
Because
leave
I
them
was
behind.
thinking about my friends. I was like, oh, I want to go with them to high school. Like, it's going to be fun.
Yes.
You see? But then now I'm like, no, I feel like the way everyone took their own path was better for everyone.
Gender reassignment surgery is not the same as choosing clothes color. Oh, let's all wear the same color of clothes. Oh, let's just cut off and go to the same surgeon. It's not the same. It's way more serious and
But
way
for
more
13
permanent.
years old, that's how they see it.
And
Like, oh,
13,
okay.
13 years old,
Since everyone is doing, let me also do.
let me also do it. 13-year-olds are not even allowed to have tattoo. 13 years old are not allowed to smoke. You're not allowed to drink. You're not allowed to
So
drive.
why are they allowed
But
to
you're allowed to cut off your breast.
cut off the breast and
Cut off your penis.
know.
It's allowed. Does it even make sense? Why? Because it's their gender identity. The kid doesn't even know what they want to be in the future. What job you want to even do, you don't know. Some people say, I want to sell cocoa. Others say, I want to be a celebrity. That's the job you want to do, celebrity. It really does not make sense, and it hurts that these things are happening. But I'm glad and I'm happy that there are people who are standing strong against it. And yes, I'll say it again. I don't necessarily believe or agree with 100% of what they are saying, like everything they're saying. But for the most part, the fundamentals, let us get our facts straight out of the door. Then the things that are up to discussions, like which school you want to take your child to, those things, we can decide on them later. But as to whether I should call a female he and a male she, well, that's debatable, isn't it?
it is.
And by what standards am I supposed to do that? Because as a clinician, I'm trying my best. I'm not saying science is perfect, but I'm saying that I'm trying my best to do everything at a standard that is replicable and reliable. You get it?
Yeah.
So that if we treat someone with a certain disease here, I can give the treatment to another person in a different part of the world
And
to
they will
also
use the
save them.
same, yeah.
That's what makes science difficult, because and that's also what separates science from most, not all, traditional medicine stuff. Because with traditional medicine, oh, this person used fish oil, it helped them. Babatunde used fish oil, it helped him. So you to use it. How does it help? Science seeks to understand what elements in the fish oil helped. Maybe it actually helps, but there's something in it. Okay, now, is there anything in the fish oil that can harm you? If there is, can we extract only the good part and give it to you and get rid of the bad? Doesn't make that's what science seeks to do. What these people are doing is Babatunde stuff, and then they say that if you don't agree,
Like the way they have used
then
mushrooms
you are yes.
to make medicine.
You
But
know,
then
mushrooms
if you
are being used
just
to make
go
medicine.
and take any mushroom, it can be
It
poisonous
can be
and you
poisonous
die.
mushroom and you die.
So you have to be very careful.
Doesn't even make sense that these people are forcing things on people. No, you have to accept. If not, you are anti. I'm not anti anything, but I'm not also for anything. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I'm not anti anything. Neither am I for anything. Like, I'm not, for example, I believe in Jesus Christ, but I'm not going to force my beliefs on you. I'll just tell you about Jesus Christ, and you have
Then
to
you
make the
make your
conscious
own
effort and
choice.
conscious decision
Yes.
to accept him or not. That's your issue, not mine. Doesn't make sense. And that's why religious people who force others, no, I will cut off your head if you don't accept this. That doesn't make sense, because it's out of volition. Similar thing. Heaven help us. Heaven help us. People, heaven help us. Okay? May the heavens help us. We're in trouble. He's done.
End the video.
So we end, right?
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this conversation. I would like to have more conversations like this. I really would like to have more conversations like this, and I would like to, what do you call it? Also have more videos, like record more videos, not even about these social issues, because these social issues sometimes they make me angry. Just want to have fun, react to memes, stuff like that. So in the future, we're gonna have subsequent content on that.
I hope I'll be able to join you again.
Yes. So remember to subscribe, like,
comment.
comment, hit the notification bell so that anytime I upload, you'll be notified almost immediately. All right. I've been Adolphus,
And I've been Phoebe.
and this is what is this? I don't know what this segment is even.
This is Butchers and Liars.
The question is: this gender reassignment surgery, should it be made illegal? Is it a crime? First of all, is it immoral? Is it a crime? Is it a sin against God? Is it a sin against humanity? Is it a crime against society? Should it be made illegal and should it be outlawed?
Make sure to leave it in the comment section so that we know what
Yes.
you think about
Say what you think.
everything
You
that
know,
we
yeah.
talked about and whatever Dr. Kwame
If you don't
has.
agree with me, it's also fine. But be respectful about what you want to say and support what you say with facts. Not I feel. Say what you know, but with facts. Don't come and feel in the comment section. Okay? So if you agree with what we're saying, or if you don't agree with what we're saying, just put it in the comment section. Let's have a conversation going on there. And in our subsequent videos as we upload, let's interact in the comment section. All right. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
I've been Adolphus.
And I've been Phoebe.
And we're over and out. Peace. You ready?
Yes.
Let me see my audio levels.
Okay.
Yeah, they are perfect. Ready? So
How is my face?
yeah, you look
How's
good.
my eyes?
It's nice. This is the fifth time you've asked me that question,
No, but now we are starting.
and I've answered you. You keep asking me.
Okay.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. What's funny?
Okay, now start.
3, 2, 1.